Dear God, bless my mind, bless my body, bless my heart with the strength to make self loving choices on repeat. Dear God, keep my body, keep my mind, keep my heart in a deeply calming, deeply relaxed, deeply calming state all the time. Dear God, bless my mind, bless my body, bless my heart with the strength to keep making self loving choices on repeat. Ta-da! Guys, I was feeling really anxious, lot of fear around just my survival. Okay, survival fears. What will happen? Where am I? Like, where is God leading me? Like, I have to pay my rent. I couldn't, 2-3 months, and the next month is coming, and I was just like, oh my God, what's happening? And then, like, my food, how will my food be taken care of? Then I had a conversation with my father. He's like, come back home, you are of no use, because my mother passed away. It's like, so there has to be somebody at home, and you should come support your little sister, your elder sister. And I'm like, it was just so much confusion going back home. Should I go back home, should I not? And so much was going on, and I was just like so frustrated and angry, and there was still this deep calm, like, okay, whatever will happen. These fears, these panic is not real. I don't want to, out of fear, make any decision. I refuse. I want to see how big God is, how big, how magical God is. I don't want to believe in fear or any kind of lack, because fear and these anxieties and survival fears have a power to convince us to give up, to quit, to make decision, or to settle into places and circumstances which are not good. But I want to see what God creates here, I'm going to keep making self-loving choices. And if that self-loving choice is to not go home, then I won't. Then I will see what happens in my relationships. I will see how I get provided for, how God pays for my rent and all of that. And if any of you feel like, oh my God, why does Jyoti not go and get a job? Ask God, or whoever you believe in, ask it. You believe in God, Allah, Mother Earth, you don't believe in God, then just ask energetically why Jyoti is not going for a job. You will receive your answers from that higher power. Don't ask me. Anyway, last night before I was going to sleep, I received an idea and inspiration to write 3 messages on these 3 papers and give it to different people when I go on road. And I was like, oh my God, that's like out of my comfort zone, going to a stranger and giving them something that God just inspired me to write for them. And I was like, okay, what if and two of the messages I have to give to a guy, a man, okay? And I'm like, that rejection trauma was kicking up. What if they act out like, who is this, that kind? I don't know. I can imagine worse. We can imagine worse. There can be magic. Maybe people are very open to me. They are open to, just very welcoming to me. But I was imagining, like, because I grew up around men, who were they were rejecting me constantly, my father, my brothers, so I have this deep intense trauma that I feel like men will not like me, men will not, I don't know, I just have this, I start to feel that. But anyway, so the first message that I have is this is the last one. Okay, I'm gonna read it to you. The first is, my intention for you is to have the strength in your mind, body and heart to make self-loving choices on repeat. This I have to give to a man who is wearing pink. First man I see when I go on a walk, who is wearing pink, this one I will have to give to them. And then the second one is, bring magic in your life with my magic paintings. This painting says, dearest God, dearest Mother, thank you for guiding me. Thank you for leading my way. When you live around this painting, the way you start to move in this world very bravely, confidently, courageously, you would find yourself becoming most braver, bolder, confident version of yourself, and it's just so much divine guidance and peaceful energies into your life. Super powerful. Super. You can't miss the magic. You can't. I'm telling you, you cannot. Okay. Also, you can hire me and I will channel a customized magic painting uniquely for you. A painting that will bring lot of success, high vibrations, good energies, power, love, and like sacred, peaceful, pure energies into your life. It's so powerful, and I'm a goddess and I have goddesses powers in me. I'm a goddess and I have goddesses confidence in me. I'm a goddess and I have goddesses style. I'm a goddess and I have goddesses magic in me. I'm a goddess and I'm making money like a goddess. I'm a goddess and I always have the time, the energy, the money, the strength, the resources, the power to make choices that are in my highest health, highest joy, highest success, highest happiness. I am a goddess and I am walking like a goddess, talking like a goddess, eating like a goddess, sleeping like a goddess, waking up like a goddess, dressing up like a goddess, thinking like a goddess, making choices like a goddess, living in this world as a goddess. This I have to give to first girl that I see and is wearing green. Okay. And then third message is God is on your side, trees are on your side, sun is on your side, rivers are on your side, Mother Earth is on your side. The most magical forces of love, joy, generosity are on your side. The most beautiful hearts, loving hearts, generous hearts are on your side. So your win is certain, your well-being is always certain, your success is certain. This I have to give to a man who will, first man I see that is wearing blue. Okay. So God just inspired me to do this. So I'm gonna see what happens. You know, my father, like when my mom passed away in February, on February 18th, I think a month ago or one and a half, no, a week ago, before she passed away, a week ago, or yeah, she had called me and she was like, she was feeling that fear, like, okay, there will not be enough resources for her, there will not be enough food for her, there will not anybody be for her, and that stress took her away. She couldn't survive that stress and that fear kills. Fear, literally, fear is something that kills us. Okay. And over that she was getting chemo, so her body needed to be relaxed. But and then she called me from that hospital room, and she was in fear. I could sense it. And today when I had was having this conversation with my father, and he was feeling that fear, that there are no people for him. And I'm like, this constant, this powerless state, like, do I choose myself, do I choose go there and be with my family, it's so confusing, it's so confusing. And it's like, I'm just like, God, you take me where what is in the highest good. Like, take my mind, body, and heart where that which is in the highest good. I said it when my mom had called me, because I didn't know what decision to make. And then God didn't let me go home. And she passed away without me meeting her. And after she passed away, her spirit had come to me and she had told me, I'm glad you didn't come home, because had you had come home, if you would have lost yourself, you would have gotten married to somebody, and you would have lost your spark, your creativity that you had worked hard to build in the last few years. It's just, these fears, these deep rooted fears, they are coming up in the collective, very strongly. Anyway, let's go and see. It's already, I think, 7:30, and yeah, it's almost night. So I hope if I don't find anybody today, then tomorrow morning I will give them. And while all of this mom thing was going on, when she was passing, my personal fear was around money, because I didn't had, first of all, I was in fear that I'm losing my mother, and I was, second fear was like, oh my god, I'm in a different city, I don't know how to pay my rent. What if I'm in this situation and everybody starts to beat me up? What if my landlord or my landlady takes me to the police and all of that? How will I handle all of this by myself? And then in that fear and panic, I started to text random people on Instagram and Facebook about donate. Like, I wrote like a big message that, hey, I need this and this, like, I'm in this situation, and randomly I send it to all of my Instagram list and my Facebook list. And it was like a very, yeah, we as collective needed to see this fear and panic and this scarcity mindset. These situations bring up these fears so that they can be cleansed, out of our vibrations. And the cleansing process is very hurtful, like very hurtful it can be. But let's see, I have faith. I know God's up to something magical. God has. It's been like 2.5 months of my mom passing, and God has taken care of me. I just hope that these struggles and this pain, this panic, this fear, this scarcity ends in my life. Genuinely. Yeah, anyway, I also received a lot of support, from my landlady. She was so compassionate and kinder and patient with me. I always had roof. I was always fed. Even the struggle, there were, I wouldn't say struggles, but yeah, situations like this, where I was always fed. My fears did get loud. When my the bank, like the money in my bank account was 4 rupees, 1 rupee, or like 20 rupees, and I'm like, and then even, yeah, even before that, before even my bank account got to like 4 rupee or 1 rupee, uh, the anticipation of, from prior to that, okay, that's gonna happen, in that anticipation of worst case, like something like that, that can also like takes joy away from the time. So for example, if right now I, like in the starting of the week, I have 5,000 rupees in my bank account. By the time, after 10 days, suppose my bank account comes to 4 rupees, but like the anticipation of like money going out, and that can also inspire so much fear. So who is living, if we are constantly in that fear, what's happening? This is not a right way to live. We need to find something, solid, because this is not the right way. And I am refusing to believe in scarcity. I'm refusing to believe in scarcity, or believe in any kind of fear of or survival. I know, like, this situation is coming, but I know my faith is bigger. I know God's got me. I know Mother Earth is gonna provide for me. I know Mother Earth is gonna look after me so well. She is gonna. Okay guys, so I'm sitting here like around the river. This has been my happy place. And look at the moon over there. Moon, the river, the forest, the trees. I am with them. I haven't been able to give these to anybody yet, but let's see. Anyway, the fear of loneliness, on this entire walk, I was just thinking about how much there is loneliness, in our people need people. And right now, when my father was talking to me, like when it wasn't like he need money or something, he just need people to be with him, and so do I, so do we all need people who stand by our side. That's what we need. And I was just like, God, guide me. Like, take my mind, take my body, take my heart to the most joyful, happy outcomes, the outcomes that are in the highest good. Really, what I have been navigating in the last, just always, because of the childhood, how traumatic that was, and I felt like I have to navigate that. Then in the adulthood, there are these things. Oh my God! But having the rivers around, having the trees around, having the moon around, having the forest around, that really helps. Yeah.